Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney and I'm back, and I just wanted to come and run my mouth. Now, listen, I had every intention of coming yesterday, and I was going to try to knock out a few videos. But for those who don't know, I went out Friday night with one of my good friends. We've been knowing each other since I think 2005 ish, somewhere around that. Um, she's a lesbian, she fish. She's not a stud. That's what I'm trying to get to. For those who probably are wondering, but we went out Friday night, and I'm knocking on 40, baby, and the body ain't what it used to be. Sometimes you might need a day or two to get yourself together. I thought I had myself together last night. But, my body was just not in agreement with my mind. So I had to just go ahead and just say, good, we're going to have to just try to make it work on Sunday. Because Saturday is not giving what I thought it was going to give. I'm okay with the fact that, girl, I can't pump through like I used to. Okay? This is for, I have not been out. First of all, I have not been out in Houston in forever. And then I definitely haven't been to a straight establishment as far as like it was more like it wasn't a club. Well, it was more like it was like a hookup. It was it was a bar and lounge. It was a hookah place. Was it hookah? Cocaine. I don't even do hookah. Shout out to Amber De Niro TV at night. Okay, they be cracking me up on Twitter. Anyway, Shell. Yeah, child. I went out Friday night, and one thing I am gonna make a video over is the when the gays, some of us, some of the kids, some of the boys, some of the girls, and some of the girls, like my sister girl, she's a girl. We the girls, and y'all are the girls. So, girl, the girls and the girls were there on Friday night, and it was just interesting to see how the gay boys who try their hardest to put on this straight act, girl, y'all are gonna die. Girl, like, the simple fact that half of y'all can't breathe. Half I'm a man. I'm macho. I'm a man. What's up? I'm a man. But girl, every time you walk by, girl, we making eye contact for, girl, 8 seconds. Okay? But then, girl, when you go back, when it was time for you to tootsie roll back around to the other side, girl, now I'm a man. Now, I'm not saying if you're masculine presenting, you're just masculine presenting, okay? But I do believe that, girl, a lot of y'all do be putting on. Some of y'all ain't as mad like Zale, okay? Because some of y'all not as trained as y'all think y'all are, okay? Y'all borderline fish like the rest of us, okay? Anyways, girl, let me shut up. All right. So, Mary Cosby of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. As everyone probably knows, if you don't know, they just shot the reunion for this season, I think a day or two ago, and Mary was not in attendance. So I think it's safe to say that Mary will not be returning for season 3. If she does, I will be completely surprised, but I'm almost sure that kind of like a no call, no show. I don't think you can do that anywhere where you just don't come to work one day and, girl, think you're going to have a job the next, depending, I guess, where you work at. But for the most part, we know a no call, no show means automatic termination. I think for me, and I think for a lot of people, that whenever we do get like a black housewife on these predominantly white, cast, I think a lot of us, do root. If you're black especially, you do kind of root for like the black girl, right? Like, I think that a lot of us kind of like, you have those people who have been watching these white franchises like since the inception. I think a lot of us just really started tuning in like Real Housewives of Beverly Hills because they finally put like the black girl, Garcelle, on, right? I think that some people probably tuned in for Salt Lake City because they saw a black girl marry. And then the one who want to be black, Jen Shaw. But she ain't part of the Black Girl Magic Club, okay? Girl, I'm not even a part of the Black Girl Magic Club. Jen damn sure ain't. And I feel like I'm closer to the Black Girl Magic Club than Jen is. And they won't even let me in, bitch. So they damn sure ain't letting you in. Okay, so anyways. I don't know where that came from. I just want to put that out there because Jen thinks she a black woman. Anyway. So I think that a lot of us do sometimes root for like the black girl, you know. Like I think a lot of us were rooting for Ebony for New York. It just was not a good fit for me. Because when you look at like that friend dynamic, girl, Ebony is what, I think Ebony younger than me. Okay, I'm not trying to say it's not possible, but there's really hard for me. It's really hard for me to believe. I just want these friend groups to kind of make sense, right? It's hard for me to believe that Ebony K. Williams, who's younger than me, would be friends with someone like Ramona Singer, who clearly has a problem with race. Like Ebony was not, so it's kind of like, girl, we just throwing people out there to the wolves, and we're not making it make sense. I had a soft spot for Mary, and usually, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, people who have been listening to my page or watching my page for the longest know that I do have a problem with church people. If I find out that you're very much into like, girl, you know, I usually tend to back away, right? There are people at my job who, like I remember this older lady who I was cool with, come to find out she was a first lady. Now mind you, she was old enough to be my grandmama, okay? So nice. We used to laugh and kiki all the time. And then as soon as I found out she was a first lady, honey, I was like, This other woman who I was cool with, come to find out she was a pastor. Never do. We used to kiki and laugh all the time, right? As soon as I found out she was a pastor, girl, I started to like. So I was surprised how I was like, so kind of like, I had a soft spot for Mary. Because, girl, as soon as I found out she was a pastor, any other day, girl, I would have been like, girl, I don't fool with them people. Because I know how they are. I don't like the way that people treat Mary. Okay, and y'all know I'm long-winded. I don't like the way that people treat Mary. I just don't. Mary has not done anything on this show for people to treat her the way that they have treated her online. I don't give a good goddamn what nobody say. Mary don't curse at people. She don't yell at people. She ain't stealing from old people. And all it took was for Mary to say something that was insensitive, right? For y'all to want to chop her head off. Let me just say something and let me make myself very clear. For some of us, including myself, we may not know all things, all culture, all races, all ethnicities, okay? So there will be a time when I'm on here on YouTube and I may say something insensitive if I already haven't, which I'm probably sure I have. You know, I will say something insensitive about someone's culture. And then somebody will have to correct me. That will make me ignorant. That's fine. I think the difference between like Mary making the comment about Jenny's eyes and just let's just use white people as an example. I really do believe that Mary just did not know that what she said was insensitive. I really don't think she knew. I really don't think Mary knew. I really don't think she knew. Y'all know when y'all say the N-word, it's insensitive, it's wrong, and it'll get your ass whooped. And you still find a way or a reason to say it and then justify you saying it. You see the difference? Y'all know better. You still say it anyways. I don't think Mary knew any better. I think that a lot of the white Bravo viewers have a lot of fucking nerve. I have not been like embedded in the white housewife shows. I just started getting into them like a few years ago, right? But even though I'm not into them like the housewives of Atlanta, housewives of Potomac, baby, mama still keep her ear to the street, okay? And girl, I heard these stories about these rich white women and how ignorant they are. These motherfuckers I'm about to get mad. These people at Bravo done canceled the whole Real Housewives of New York reunion in order to protect that white woman, Ramona Singer. Right? And instead of y'all calling it out for what it is, y'all want to place the blame on Ebony. Don't get it twisted. I didn't like Ebony on Real Housewives of New York either. Okay? But we're not gonna sit here and act like just because I didn't like her on Real Housewives of New York City, that took away from her experience dealing with these white women. All right? And I don't give a good goddamn if it was an investigation happening behind the Bravo scenes. That ain't got shit to do with nothing. Girl, investigations happen all the goddamn time at jobs. And guess what happened? The jobs keep a ticking and they keep a licking. Ain't nothing gonna change. They didn't have that Real Housewives of New York reunion because they wanted to protect girl Ramona Singer. That's all that comes down to. Investigation or not. Them bitches still could have took their asses out there and did their goddamn job, which is to entertain us. Or y'all. Because I don't really watch New York like that. I probably would have tuned in for the reunion. But they knew what the reunion was about to give. And they knew that their homegirl Ramona was probably dead ass smack in the wrong. I'm tired of y'all getting online talking about, oh, Mary should have showed up to the reunion. Yeah, this is the thing. If y'all don't like Mary, then why the fuck do you give a fuck about her coming to the reunion? And stop comparing Mary to Erica Jane, who, baby, quite frankly, had to be at the reunion because the bitch ain't got no money. Okay? She had to go to work. She had to go. Mary don't have to go to work. Mary had that house and that money before Real Housewives of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Some of them were already living good. Mary don't need that. So Erica had to go. And we're not gonna sit here and act like, as much as we love the girls on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, we gonna call a thing a thing. Them bitches was whack for how they did that reunion. From Garcelle to Sutton, right? To Crystal. We already knew what Dorette, okay? Dorette and Cal and Lisa were gonna give. They went to that reunion, made it a 4-part reunion, and didn't nobody say shit. They could have made that a 45-minute special sit down with Andy. She answered the hard questions. No, the hell she didn't. She answered, girl, Andy asked her a question, and the other bitches sat on the couch sitting like this. You know damn well that wouldn't have happened on no goddamn Real Housewives of Atlanta. Can you imagine Kenya or Portia or any one of them bitches in the mess that Erica Jane is in, and they get to a 4-part reunion, and them hoes don't go for blood? Y'all done asked all these goddamn questions the whole goddamn season. Now all of a sudden it's time to rehash this shit, and everybody want to sit there with their legs crossed and their mouths closed. I don't understand for the life in me how in the hell Jen Shaw has been investigated by the FBI, the Homeland Security, I think New York Police Department since 2016. This bitch got more than a little shit on her plate. And somehow this bitch goes underneath the radar, and the target is no longer Jen Shaw, or not even the target, but we know that every season on Real Housewives of Atlanta is one bitch, it's her turn at the merry-go-round, right? I'm so confused on how Mary became the target based off of a rumor that Cameron, who I think died, I think someone told me he had brain cancer. He passed away basically. Based off of a rumor, right, of one person, not to say that it wasn't true, because it could have been true. But then you got Jen Shaw over here, and all these bitches gonna let that shit just go to the wayside. And the person who you want to go after now is Mary, because she supposedly, I guess, tricked somebody to go out and take a mortgage out on the house over $300,000. But this bitch who y'all protecting is stealing from old people. Bitch, I can't make it up. So if I was married, I wouldn't have came to the reunion either. And then, no, I'm sorry, if I was married, bitch, I would have came to the reunion. Because see, I mean, if it was me, I would have came and got all y'all hoes together. See, Mary not gonna yell and curse and do all of that. Me, I'm cursing and I'm yelling. Yeah. We going toe to toe, bitch, we going for blood. Since y'all want to play this game, let's play it. Does Mary have a cult? Probably so. But like, I've been vocal about that too. Most people that go to church in a motherfucking cult. Period. You don't want to admit it, but you are. Heather and them, they should know when they're a part of one. Heather, wasn't your brother just sitting across the table from your ass crying, talking about a cult? Hello? Whitney, wasn't your husband at the goddamn reunion last year sitting behind you crying? So we're not gonna act like, even if Mary is over there running the cult, bitch, she the only one. Because half of y'all belong to one. Bitch, half of y'all belonged to one last year when 45 was in office. I just don't like I don't like the way that they did Mary. I honestly don't. Mary has not done anything to anybody on this show. From what I get from Mary, Mary is if we have a problem, let's talk about it, and bitch, it's over and it's done. That's why when people come up to Mary like, oh, you said so-and-so, Mary, like, girl, what you talking about? Bitch, we should have talked about this the day that it happened. Don't be coming to me 2 or 3 weeks later, right? And I do believe. I don't want anyone to think that I'm saying that Mary is not above reproach, because she is not. Y'all know I have been very vocal about Mary, right? I think that Mary has a problem articulating herself. I think that Mary is over there in a cult. But like I said, I think that's most church folk. Hello? I think that it is very strange that Mary did marry her grandfather. That shit is weird as fuck. Right? But to try and pin Mary to a cross when you have other people, especially someone like, bitch, y'all hoes made a whole fucking season about Erica Jane. How many episodes was it before the what's the name started? The reunion. I think it was probably about 19. I can't remember. Bitch, I think 15 of them episodes was only about Erica Jane. So don't sit here and lie and tell me that, bitch, y'all can't make the show about Jen Shaw from the time that because really and truly, the whole goddamn season should have been about Jen Shaw stealing these white folks' money. Oh, I ain't gonna say those white people, these people money. That's what the season should have been about. You did it in Beverly Hills and everybody caught their life. But no, you want to switch it up. You want to do the switcheroo. And then start focusing on Mary. Jenny ass girl, she wants some camera time. Can I understand what she said? Her being upset about the insensitive comments? Yes. But girl, clearly Jenny done had a hard on, and I've been said that Jenny been had a hard on for Mary. Mary told you to stop cursing at her, bitch. That's all she said. Don't curse when you talk to me. Even if it ain't directly to me, bitch, it's to the group. Don't be cursing. Stop cursing at people. I don't see what the problem is. Now, did she say it directly to Mary? No. Anyways. Mary's not at the reunion. I'm pissed about it. Girl, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I don't even want to review the rest of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City just because I know Mary is not even like, what's the point? What's the point of even me finishing out the season when, bitch, we already know the outcome is Mary not going to be at the reunion. For some reason, y'all live for Lisa Barlow and that bitch ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why. Y'all live for Lisa Barlow like she is like this. Like, y'all live for Lisa Barlow like she Kenya Moore. That's how y'all go up for Lisa Barlow, and I never understand it. Like, y'all going for Lisa the way y'all should go for Meredith. Because Meredith, look, he really that girl. She run that whole group. And Seth with his fine white ass. Girl, y'all know I want me some Seth, baby. I want me a piece of Seth, girl. Hey, Meredith, girl, your husband is fine to me, child. Somebody said they think Seth be on that shit. Because, girl, they say he be too excited. Every time the camera come on, he be... All of that, girl. Anyway, child, I'm Team Mary, honey. I don't like the way y'all did Mary. I don't give a fuck what nobody got to say. Y'all know I'm long-winded. This video was really only supposed to girl. Really, I was supposed to be talking girl. This is how I know I talk too fucking much. This video was supposed to be about Mary, girl Portia, girl Alexia's son, and Noella for Real Housewives of Orange County. And the max of this video is supposed to be goddamn 15 minutes, and bitch, I'm at 20 minutes. I'm talking about one person. Ooh, wait, child. Bravo protects their favorites. I put that. And sometimes it doesn't even have to do about race. Cause Portia, they protect Portia. And her shit is crumbling down, baby. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.